from the front office and coaching staff. With all that going on, you wonder just how much it's impacting MP's playing time.
And Charlotte shooting around 32% to begin this game. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's MP. No good, off the front rim.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Nets up by 12. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. He's one of the deadliest scorers in the game today, but Kyrie Irving is aware of his defensive responsibilities as well.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort.
Making some changes. Aldridge is checked in for Claxton. Brown comes in for Simmons. And it's Curry in for Harris. Charlotte making some changes. Outside, Brown. Irving with it. Hayward picks him up. And Irving gets it to go.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
On the court for the Hornets. Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. And it's Harold in at the 5, roaming the paint. MP, that one's good. And if the name MP sounds familiar, it might be due to his high school days. Through social media, he had a major presence when he was a teenager.
It caused MP to gain a lot of fanfare at a young age. Now, he'll have to work hard to shed the image of being a social media star and be viewed as an NBA star.
That free throw good from Irving.
Boy, and when it comes to providing leadership, everyone tackles it a little bit differently. Irving isn't that Kevin Garnett type motivator. He's not going to talk all game like Chris Paul. This guy leads with his play.
MP way outside. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And the jam by Brown.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Back to Ball. MP outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. MP's got 5 points now this quarter. Irving against MP. Irving, the pass to Durant. From the high post. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
They're going old school out there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Up the floor. Brown can't hit.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's MP. Irving, the pass to Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 15 points in the game.
A natural-born scorer is Kevin Durant. He puts in the time, and it pays dividends on the floor.
From deep, MP. And so it's Brooklyn liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals. Going with almost an entire new group here. Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. Claxton comes in for Durant. Harris is checked in for Brown. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Curry.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And then Aldridge with the dunk.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Kyrie Irving at the line 2 times.
That free throw good from Irving.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the
Throw's good from Irving. Hey, and the apple not falling far from the tree. Simmons' dad was a legendary player in Australia.
And that's where Simmons says he really learned the value of team ball. At age 15, he played in a world championship there. Just invaluable to his early development. It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Out to the wing. The 3. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got 5 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Well, we knew something might happen with Ben Simmons, and clearly he and the 76ers just weren't on the same page. Now, sometimes the relationship between a player and a team just runs its course, and after their disappointing postseason exit last year, it was time to part ways. So I'm sure Simmons is definitely looking forward to reinventing himself with his new team.
MP no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And there's the lob.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
MP outside. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Nets. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Jalen McDaniels. He's out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Richards in at the center position.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
Here's Thomas. He's covered by Oubre. Well, Grant, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. You think instant replay has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game, and players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time.
Pass to Martin. Oubre with it. Jacks up a three. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Irving against MP. Irving. Here's Thomas. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Oh, he tries a three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. The floater, and Brown with the layup. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Well, also, I think their blocked shots really jump off the page. They've sent a lot of attempts right back where they came from today.
Pass to Thomas, and the foul called on MP. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his fourth foul now.
So the Nets making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Thomas, he's checked in for Oubre. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Dragic. Here's Claxton. Now Irving, and he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Again, the miss by the Hornets.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
A foul called on MP. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, they are fun to watch, certainly, David. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Williams. And it's... And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Pass to Williams. He feeds it to Horford. Over Hayward. Bridges with the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's MP. That one wide left.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
For three. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Showing good judgment there. MP could have forced the dribble drive, but no need.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte making some changes. Washington comes in for Bridges. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Tatum passes to White. Brown outside. And Brown throws it down hard.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
MP deciding where to go with it. There's the three. That shot misses. And it's Boston the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And the Hornets miss again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And it's Brown missing. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will.
Hornets leading by 8. On the court for the Celtics. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Bob Williams is out there with Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
And here's MP for 3. Rebound Boston. 1:49 left in the first half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the slam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With the young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Pritchard passes to Bryant. And here's Tatum for 3. And Rozier pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Celtics trail by 5. And the pass to Pritchard. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Pritchard's got 5 now.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Tatum. Passes to Pritchard. Fires for 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. He's got 8.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Tie game here in Charlotte. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. MP's checked in for Rozier. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Ball. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Al Horford. Oubre out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Plumlee. And it's MP in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And here's Tatum for 3. That shot is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. MP against Tatum. And here's MP for 3. The rebound by the Celtics.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
Thomas passes to MP. Another miss by MP. The Celtics shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. And it's White missing. Williams against Thomas. No good that time. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Pritchard. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Bridges inside, guarded by Tatum. And there's Bridges on the assist by Thomas.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Bridges with the steal. That will count. No good on that one. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Hornets lead by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense.
And And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for...
Hi, I'm Catherine Hanover. I handle PR for the team.
Okay.
I'm putting out Infernos, Burning Embers.
What I do? I see you out there doing work. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Shot.
Come on, box him out, man.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up. Get your mind right.
Just like that.
It's all happening in Florida from the Amway Center in Orlando. The Hornets taking on the Magic. For the Hornets, consistency is... Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Joined by... Hey, Allie.
BA, we've seen smaller market teams unhappy with how the buyout system has played out as of late. Agents using their leverage to get their clients to...
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. Here are the starters for Charlotte. Rozier the 2 with Hayward at the 3. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Ball in a... Rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, BA, I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate, and a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
Here's Lopez, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And the length Lopez possesses is tough to combat. I mean, he uses his body well to draw contact.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And another area where they've been on point is defending the rim. A lot of blocks through the first 2 quarters.
The Hornets making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
Lopez, this guy, he's a reliable role player, a stiff defender and an intelligent shooter as well.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Count that one.
Great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Outside, Green, the 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando trailing here. Here's Fultz. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. And for the Hornets, their shooting has not been great early, just 27%. There's always been a lot of talk about Markelle Fultz's shooting. But Grant, one sign as to the strides he's made in his first few years in the league was the upward trend in his free throw shooting.
And when you see that kind of improvement, BA, it speaks to the work he's put in. You don't become a great free throw shooter by accident. It takes time and effort, and Fultz put in plenty of both.
His first, 3rd team foul. At the line for Orlando.
The free throw drops for Anthony.
Anthony taking 2 shots.
And Anthony drops them both. Green with the ball. From deep. And the Hornets, another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Magic shooting 23%. Not great so far. Anthony against Green. Outside Fultz. Pass to Okeke. Shot clock at 6. Anthony outside. Offline with a 3.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And it's Green missing. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Fultz to the middle. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
Green for 3. Offensive board. Plumlee finds Green. Over Anthony. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets out in front, up by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Well, in this era of load management, Gordon Hayward says often it's out of the player's hands.
There's certain times where it's not our decision to not play. There are certain times where guys want to play, and the coaching staff and the training staff feels like it's in the team's best interest to not play. You know, there's certain injuries you really can't play with.
That's Gordon trusting the team doctors, Grant.
Yeah, and as a player, that's some tough luck with injuries. He's got to heed them when they tell him to rein it in.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity.
Going with an almost entire new group here. Bamba's checked in for Lopez. Carter comes in for Wagner. Wagner's checked in for Okeke. And Suggs is subbed in for Fultz. Here's Suggs. And the deficit down inside single digits.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Green, the pass to Rozier. Takes the 3. And it's Green missing. For Orlando, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Bamba. And again, it's Orlando converting.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Anthony against Green. Over Anthony. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. And they're right here.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
The defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Fultz, he's checked in for Anthony. The Hornets with a lead. To the paint. And there's Green on the assist by Rozier. Green's got 8.
And there's really no such thing as a safe lead. I mean, this is still anyone's game.
Pass to Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
He had a huge height advantage there and did not mess around.
The Hornets shooting the rock well at 46%. Green for 3. Here's Harrell. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Bamba. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Charlotte. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Fultz touched it last.
That's a good break. It's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Green for 3. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Fultz. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Hornets out in front, leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to... Making some changes. Oubre, he's checked in for Rozier. And Green is subbed in for LaMelo Ball. On the floor for Charlotte, Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. Kelly Oubre out there with Green. And it's Harrell in at the center, locking down the middle. Back to Fultz. The Hornets pull it in.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Green, the pass to Harrell. And that comes off the assist by Green. Harrell's got 6 points.
A quick leaper with a solid frame. Harrell gives opponents problems around the rim.
To the wing on the left. Wagner inside, guarded by Hayward. Anthony misses.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Here's Green. And that one's long.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Green for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Here's the break. Here's Anthony. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Bridges. Green for 3. It's off. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Hornets. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Suggs. Wendell Carter is out there with Wagner. Then there's Anthony, and it's Lopez in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Lopez remains an underrated big man. He's outstanding at zipping passes over to his guys.
Green against Anthony. Puts up a 3. And Green good for 3. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Martin, he's checked in for Green.
Substitution for the away team, Cody Martin.
Here's Suggs.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
And so the Hornets take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
How you doing, John?
Hey, all right. Thanks for sitting down with me, MP.
Hey, look, when Miss Hanover sets something up, you show up and you show up on time, okay?
She's going to love to hear you say that, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So now that you've had a chance to get settled, what's it like adjusting in the NBA?
I feel like I'm getting adjusted pretty well, to be honest with you. You know, we have some schemes, but it's still just basketball. And hopefully once they see that what I can do, they'll take the leash off of me and let the fans see what I'm really capable of out there on the court.
Do you think you've earned the trust of the coaching staff?
I think I'm close if I'm not there, but it's his team, so he'll make that decision whenever he's ready to do that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to focus on what I can control.
You got time for any more?
Man, I actually got to run, John, but thanks for talking to me. Appreciate it.
You know what? I'm here whenever, MP. Just let me know.
Yeah. Take care, John.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, what up? Great game.
everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do.
I can't even watch this.
First up, customize your My Player, set your abilities, and choose your takeovers. Then, hop into some games. And as you continue to play, not only will your skills increase, but so will your visibility within the league.
As your career progresses on the court, you'll level up and unlock special opportunities, items, and salary improvements. Your teammate chemistry will also develop as you spend time with your teammates off the court.
Speaking of off the court, the W allows you to build your brand as an entrepreneur, fashion icon, and more. As you advance your career in each job, you'll earn more and more rewards.
Did you say rewards, Chris? Because just like my career in the W, you can play online and earn rewards that are unique to each season. But instead of working from level 1 to 40, you'll be working from bronze to Hall of Fame. In your journey to the top, you'll earn clothes, VC, an extra badge point, and more.
Soon enough, your role on your WNBA team will increase. And as it does, you'll be able to influence your team's decision-making by suggesting trade targets and free agents that you'd most like to play with.
You'll be rewarded with each of your performances and your ascension in the
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. A nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get the action on 2K Sports. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, last season, Miami paid the price of success. The Heat was worn down from the shortest offseason in U.S. sports history.
Well, he's honest, that's for sure. D.A., thank you. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Out in the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Bridges out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Ball in at the point guard. And for Miami, Lowry and Hero are the guard set. Victor Oladipo is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Dedmon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It'll be the Heat off the tip. Now Lowry. And he drives in. Hero, no good. Bridges outside. Here's Hayward. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like the tenacity from Gordon Hayward. This is a guy who is a gamer.
Lowry passes to Dedmon. Back to Lowry. Plays it up and banks it in.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Ball kicks to Rozier. Back to Ball. Clock at 6. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Washington comes in for Bridges. Oubre is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Green in for Terry Rozier. Now here's Oubre, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Harden's checked in for Ball. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 17-6 run. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul. .56 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Vincent, guarded by Green. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage. And thinking back to MP coming off the bench, he tried to squash any rumor there might be about tension with the coaching staff.
Well, Greg, you had to appreciate someone as young as MP going about this the right way. He said, I think, exactly what the team wanted to hear. Now, here's Oubre. Plumlee trying to break loose. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the first. That one drops for him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Miami leading by 13. Here's Strus. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Five to shoot. Down low. Here's Tucker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 15. So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Vincent is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Oladipo. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
Now here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Doubled by Plumlee, who's back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
The first free throw is good.
And a look at Gabe Vincent. He is not afraid to look for his shot.
And Greg, Vincent has a good nose for the game, but he needs to be a bit more consistent with his shot. He has the touch, just needs to refine it when he fires.
Now here's Green. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Miami's gotten gold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Vincent's shot is good.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Green taking his time here. To the paint. And they get it. And it's Miami with the rebound. Tucker's got 5 rebounds tonight. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
so it's Miami. Defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him.
And we all know basketball is a game of runs, but Steve, why can it so often seesaw like that? 1 minute a team is ice cold. The next, they can't miss.
I think confidence is such a big part of the game. Also rhythm. When you see shots fall, it snowballs. On the other hand, when you can't take the lid off of it, that confidence can go another direction.
2 points. That one goes.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3 from deep. Green. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Vincent. He's got 13. It's to Dedmon. In the corner, it's Robinson. That one off the back iron and out. The Hornets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Green, no luck.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Dedmon kicks to Robinson. Inside. Here's Strus. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Oubre. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Washington's got 6 in the quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Robinson, that's good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Here's Vincent. He's guarded by Thomas. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
It's stolen. And so it's the Miami Heat. With a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Vincent. Markieff Morris is out there with Haslem. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the 3, the small forward.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
They kick it out to Green. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Heat now. Heat shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Vincent the pass to Morris. Second chance shot. Haslam, that's good.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
And really just a great...
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
That free throw good from Thomas. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Miami.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Victor Oladipo.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Green gets it to go.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Back to Lowry. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Today, I'm joined by Brian and Danny as we are heading over to the W Online to take on some of the competition. And it looks like we just found 3 opponents right now. So we're ready to start this thing.
It looks like they have a pirate at point and maybe 2 paint protectors. Brian's going to have a tough time. They're probably going to want to try to stifle his large build in the inside there.
Well, I might have some trouble, but they're going to have trouble guarding me too, Danny.
Okay, we'll see how this rolls out.
All right, I'm running point with my shot-creating playmaker.
I'm working with a 3-and-D guard.
And I'm running with a 6'10 paint beast. Dang, they are all over me. I see you, Danny. I see you. Yeah.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Happy Halloween, everyone. We're bringing treats here at 2K Sports. It's a special October 31st NBA Throwdown. In this, Allie, it's all yours.
Well, coming up, Damian Lillard wasn't the most touted. He said, quote,
Incredible. Thanks, Allie. All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Justice Winslow out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Hart in at the 2 spot. And for Charlotte, Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. And it's Harrell in at the 5. Basketball on Halloween night. Always a spirited affair. Grant, serious question here now. When you look back, which costume got you the most treats, partner?
Of course. That's easy, BA.
Rozier out. Lineup here for Charlotte. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Winslow. Simons is checked in for Hart. And it's Dunn in for Damian Lillard. Washington finds Oubre. Here's Green. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Little's shot is good.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
Now here's Green, defended by Dunn. The 3 ball. And Green, good for 3. Outside, Ingles. Shoots over Oubre.
Good job contesting by Kelly Oubre Jr. there.
And so it's Portland, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with his elite shooting, Lillard can work off screens and come back to the ball. Sometimes, he says, that makes things a lot easier.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. You know, the energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
Well, when you're guarding Damian Lillard, you can't let up for a second, Grant.
And the Blazers, generally a methodical offense. Now, they don't mind using the clock and forcing the defense to cover for all 24.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Portland?
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
For some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
We've got Green, P.J. Washington out there with Jalen McDaniels. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Oubre in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Chris Dunn.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. And for the Hornets, they're shooting just around 36%. Not the best execution. Pass to Oubre. Inside. Here's Plumlee. Lays it up and banks it in.
And working on that upper body strength, Plumlee has a great build and is converting through contact.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Dunn going inside, and he buries his first look.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 20 feet out. That shot off. And it's Portland the other way. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
An incredible fourth quarter response. It showed this team's character. I mean, they stunned everyone.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. McDaniels can't hit. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Ingles. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Outside, Green. Let's go with a 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Trailblazers shooting the ball at 48%. So far. And small forward Nasir Little, just 1 season with the Tar Heels. He was the number 6 recruit in the high school class of 2018. But 1 year later, Grant slid to the 25th pick.
And B.A., he's showing signs that he probably slid too far. A long wait in the green room, but that's just one day. It's all about the work he puts in every day that will determine what he makes of his great potential.
So it's Portland with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back. And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Hey, you look at Joe Ingles. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long and good night, everyone.
Look at the sunlight, now they missing. Never gonna stop me, but they wishing. Spit on the mic, I'll make a mission. Working like a boss, I get the big hit. Make it blow up. Hit it out. Make it blow up.
I've been getting it since a toddler, I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto, handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like I'm a Montana, black on shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the me my friend. My bro on a steaming stove. Like grits, got this vibe on her tippy toes. In a LA live, I'm staying at the Lowe's with this Hollywood. Got a can't wait to let it pull up with it. I pull up with it, pull up with it. Put some diamonds on her toes, let know that I'm real. Used to pull it, you can still call it a. Can't be fixed, with the names and spent the nick. How you pull that don't make sense. I made a whole mile off an inch. I had 99 problems, I just scratched off the list. Amazing winning, solved on out my neck. Cause I've been getting it since a toddler, I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto, handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like the like I'm Montana, black on shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo risked it. I just my friend told her catch me, catch me. She's so precious, precious. Might not again, she too messy, messy.
And a lot of style coming off the Cavaliers bus earlier on. We'll see if that style translates to the court as they get set to do battle on the road. The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill. Usually, if I can get things going to the rim first, it opens up every other part of my game. And he's still able to collapse defenses, finish, and create for teammates. Guys?
David, he is the total package. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mobley is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Rondo in at point guard. And for Charlotte, up of the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. And Harrell's in at the 5. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But
here's LeVert. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Then for the Cavaliers, Stevens is checked in. And it's Okoro in for LeVert. From deep, Green connects from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Cavaliers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Colin Sexton, I think, is a crafty point guard with tremendous upside. He obviously can facilitate and be a distributor. The key is, can he knock down shots consistently?
Sexton against Green. Over Sexton. And too long on the shot. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, we know that Colin Sexton is an efficient scorer. He shed some light on the mentality that's made him successful.
I feel like I've just been calm and letting the game come to me and not trying to force anything and just getting shots that my teammates create for me and just knocking them down.
And even though he's more a point guard in stature, Greg Sexton more of a flat-out scorer at that point than he is a facilitator.
Yeah, and Kevin, there's always a place for guys who can put the ball in the basket, especially if they lock in on the defensive end.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Okoro, Kevin Love out there with Mobley. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Stevens in at the 3 spot. Good on both. Hornets leading by 4. And here's Green outside, and that's collected by Love. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Greg, let me tell you a little known fact about Kevin Love. He played Little League Baseball with Klay Thompson. They've been friends since they were 8.
Imagine if they were teaming up on the court instead of the diamond. Even at 8 years old, that's an inside-out combo that probably could have dominated some high school teams.
A tight game here in Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
And here's Green outside. It's good from long range. Green's got 6 points.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
For 3, Love. A rebound by Washington.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And that one's good. Green.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Pass to Mobley. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the Hornets call time here. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 13. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Richards is checked in. McDaniels comes in for Miles Bridges. Martin's checked in for Terry Rozier. And it's Green in for Ball. And then for Cleveland, Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Mobley. And it's Colin Sexton in for Kevin Love.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Cavaliers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Caris LeVert.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Martin is out there with Green, and it's Hayward. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Richards in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Back to Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. Rondo against Martin. Shot clock at 5. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like I'm Montana. Like I'm shit, like I'm like new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the in my friend. My bro on a steaming stove. Like grits, got this vibe on a tippy toes. In a LA live, I'm staying at the lows with this Hollywood. Got a can't wait to let it pull up with it. I pull up with it, pull up with it. Put some diamonds on her toes, let know that I'm real. Used to pull it, you can still call it a. Can't be fixed, with the names and spent the nick. How you pull that don't make sense. I made a whole mile off an inch. I had 99 problems, I just scratched off the list. Amazing winning, salt on out my neck. I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like like I'm Montana. Like I'm shit, like I'm like new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the near my friend.
Bestie, I just my friend told her catch me. I'm a she so precious. Might not again, she too messy. No flex. Rose gold ornaments. Drop 210, car game with no 10. Got a you to know you can hop in front of tip. Boy, 9 in the vent. Like my get spent. I got 2 B's on my bosses and a granted a mutant, still didn't tell. Skeletons in my closets and they scared of me and shit. Under the bed, screaming, rock me, kid. I put water on my head and she
taller, I keep dollars on my head. Being a real one is my motto, handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put Prada on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got them following my footsteps like I'm a Montana, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the near my fridge.
That's on my shoes, that's on my shirt, that's on my collar. Once I hit her back, cause I'm a baller. I told that to do it, and she said, Tada. I get a lot of guala, I spend it all on Prada. That's on my shoes, that's on my shirt, that's on my collar. Once I hit her back, cause I'm a baller. I told that to do it, and she said, Tada. I get a lot of guala, I spend it all on
Zana. Shorty said she really like designer. Bought that the body I designed her. Riding Kawasaki, better slide up. Rollers got his. If I'm in the city, you should know. I'm in that 4-door, me and 3. If I'm with your you should know. She with us, nah, she ain't coming home. My new see me every day. Tinted windows on the whip, you can't see me anyway. Make a lot of wishes, need a genie any day. And she ain't really want you, all she really want is
Prada. That's on my shoes, that's on my shirt, that's on my collar. Once I hit her back, cause I'm a baller. I told that to do it, and she said, Tada. I get a lot of guala, I spend it all on Prada. That's on my shoes, that's on my shirt, that's on my collar. Once I hit her back, cause I'm a baller. I told that to do it, and she said, Tada. I get a lot of guala, I spend it all on flashy clothes, you know, and we're getting and plenty dough. Won't let the gang change me. Going gold, and then I had to go some more. But they don't really phase me. I was 18, broke as a stuck in a dream, acting irrational. 20,000 on me, we call that casual. All before the age of 21. And still ain't chasing, cause they ain't give a way back before I was up, oh no. And I ain't shaving, cause they be tryna front, but I know what you want, she wants some Prada. That's on my shoes, that's on my shirt, that's on my collar. Once I hit her back, cause I'm a baller. I told that to do it, cause she said Tada. I get a lot of guala, I spend it all on Prada. That's on my shoes, that's on my shirt, that's on my collar. Once I hit her back, cause I'm a baller. I told that to do it, cause she said Tada. I get a lot of guala, I spend it all on
Hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption. Hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption. Got a little and she texting for the cause I got a little thing for when it get. Love snow, soy la mexicana con tremendo flow. Tengo todo el control, cierra los ojos. Baby, let's go, 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 go. Hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption. Got a little and she texting for the cause I got a little thing for when it get. Love snow, soy la mexicana con tremendo flow. Tengo todo el control, cierra los ojos. Baby, let's go, 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 go. Hola, buenas noches, yo me llamo Snow por si no me conocen. Yo ya tengo tiempo que le meto, pero con todo respeto ya llegó la hora que llegue con un golpe. Tengo whatever cuando quiero lo que se antoje. Quiero dinero para que los haters se enojen. Soy de San José como los tigres del norte. Traigo tanta feria que la bolsa se me rompe. I bet I could pull a little rapper out of Cloud9. Make a diss record with a free translation. You see me, bet your knees be shaking. That's why I'm on the throne and the seat's amazing. Tengo mucho flow, dicen Snow that's crazy. Yo les digo claro, pero tengo un baby. Así que en inglés o español es lo mismo en los dos, hasta enseña. Pay me, cause ya llegó la mexicana, la mera mera la nena que todos pensaban nada was ever gonna happen and they wanted to fall off, but tada, pop back up, eso no se acaba. Vengo con cholos en un empada, bicho, me que piñata. Should've known better, I'm a michoacana. La reina es el reino, Beatriz Adriana. Yo represento la comunidad que está cansada de raperos que no saben rapear, que solamente con sus joyas es que saben brillar, que no tienen estrella propia, solo saben copiar. Con su dinero de papá, que con su bla bla bla, siempre. Y raperas que me conocen me están tirando sal, pero Visa dijo que le meta, so I'm. I got good and plenty, I know couldn't get me, I'm acting a fool if any wanna catch this fade. Súbele a mí que yo soy la dura, que te dio solo 2 rutas, tírame o si quieres hazte, wey. Díganme si así o con más lumbre, que por costumbre mato yo el track, no acepto no two-face, I've been choosing. Bring the hook back like, hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption, got a little and she texting for the cause I got a little thing for when it get. Love snow, soy la mexicana con tremendo flow. Tengo todo el control, cierra los ojos. Baby, let's go, 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 go. Hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption. Got a little and she texting for the cause I got a little thing for when it get. Love snow, soy la mexicana con tremendo flow. Tengo todo el control, cierra los ojos. Baby, let's go, 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 go. Hola, what's happening? No cap in my caption. Got a little and she texting for the cause I got a little thing for when it get. Love snow, soy la mexicana con tremendo flow. Tengo todo el control, cierra los ojos. Baby, let's go, go.
Yeah, coup de pression, tu vas céder si t'as le track. Je connais pas le scénar, j'arrive sur scène, t'applaudis quand je acte. C'est real, tu cours après les boules, mais t'as des bills. Je suis précis comme gars des boules, c'est ma classe, elle vient de King, yeah. Je te laisse pas respirer, je boxe que sur du heavyweight. J'arrive sur le ring comme Mike Tyson en 1988. Coast to coast et je finis par un fadeaway. Si ton plan n'est pas trop bon, je le prends en takeaway. Shout out to Meji, je regarde pas la TV, flemme de répondre à tes DM quand ton haha devient hihi. Mon ego me divise, rester dans mon coin et ne rien dire ou assumer mon statut de grand dans ma city, yes. C'est bon de faire une pause. Faut savoir qu'en ce moment précis, je suis en pleine euphoria. Donc je me demande, es-tu prêt pour moi? Tu peux rien faire contre ça. Regarde ton corps qui te dit qu'il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, baby. Il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. À toutes mes ladies et tous mes gars, il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, baby. Il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. À toutes mes ladies et tous mes gars, il faut qu'on bounce. Je réponds pas aux questions. Ils veulent savoir combien je gagne, je récolte le fruit de ma passion. J'ai le poing levé qu'envoie de l'amour à toute ma nation. Yeah, une fois réveillé, faites attention. Fallait pas sous-estimer. Je reviens dans ta vie comme ton ex qui ressort de dépression. Tellement frais, t'as pas idée. Laisse-moi t'expliquer l'idée. Je suis venu tout retourner comme le pédigré. Anyway. Elle m'enlace comme Teddy Bear, j'ai 2 mains de joueur d'NBA. Mon destin n'est pas scellé, je profite de ma liberté, meilleur qu'hier. Quoi qu'il arrive, je finirai pas dernier. C'est bon de faire une pause. Faut savoir qu'en ce moment précis, je suis en pleine euphoria. Donc je me demande, es-tu prêt pour moi? Tu peux rien faire contre ça, regarde ton corps qui te dit qu'il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, baby. Hey.